All right, guys, this is lesson one. It says use place value to round numbers. And it's session one. It says explore using place value to round numbers. Okay. So it says show 384 using 10 blocks. So if you remember, if I have one of these, it's how much? 100, right? And if I have one of these, just like this, it's how much? 10. And then the individual ones is 1. So I'm going to need 3 of these. And then how many 10s am I going to need? 8. So I'm going to have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. You get the idea. It's not perfect, but you get the point. 2 here. So 8 10s and how many 1s? 4. Okay. So 3 hundreds, 8 10s to make 80, and then 4 1s to make 4. All right, we're going to continue with our lesson. Okay. So here we have, it says, look at the numbers. Look at the number 384, which we kind of talked about already. Okay. It says in the place value chart, between which two 10s does it fall? So I have 384, correct? Remember, I write, you write. 384. Okay. We want to know between what two 10s does it fall? Okay. So here's the tens place. What's the value of that? 80, correct. So it's between 380 and 301. What's the next 10 up? 390, correct. Okay. And obviously 84 is about right here. The one in the middle is 385, correct. Okay, that's what the video says. You want to find the two ends, the two, between what two tens does it fall, because we're rounding to the nearest tens. We find the number right in the middle, okay, of the number line, and then place the number that we're going to be rounding up or down. So now 384, is it closest to 380 or 390? 380. So 384 rounding to the nearest 10 is 380. Okay, let's look back. Remember what I said. Between which two tens does 384 fall in? Between what two tens? 380 and 390. Now, between what two hundreds does this fall in? What's the first one? What's the value of 3 in this case? 300. So it's between 300 and what's the next 100 up? 400. Good. It says between which two hundreds does it fall? It falls between 300 and 400. Between what two tens does it fall in between? Between 380, 380, and 390. Just locating the number between two tens or two hundreds can help you round up or down to the nearest tens or hundreds number. When a number is halfway between two tens or two hundreds, the rule is to round up. Okay. Rounding to the nearest 10, let's look at 8, 14, and 5 on the number line. Fill in the blanks to tell how to round these numbers to the nearest 10. Well, here is 5. Okay, so 5 is round up to the nearest. Is 5 closest to 0 or 10? 10. Okay, and here's 8 right here. So 8 rounds up to what? 10, because it's actually closer to 10. And then here's 14. 14 is rounds down to 10 because here's halfway. 14 is now closest to 20. Is actually closest to 10. It says round to the nearest hundreds. Okay, we have 25, 175, and 50 on the number line. All right, so let's look at 25. Here's 25 right here. Is it closest to, well, which, is it closest to 0 or 100? 0. Okay, here's 50 right here. Is it closest to, here's 50. It's halfway between 0 and 100, so do I round up or down? Up. So 50 is closest to 100. And here's 175. Is 175 closest to 100 or 200? 200, good. Okay, now we're going to do some practice. Okay. I need to label the number line. So here's the number 1. Oh, here's it. Okay, here's the example. I have 10 as one end, 110, and then the other 10 is 20. So 17. Here's 15 is in the middle, right? Yes? 15 is in the middle. Okay, so 16, 17. So 17 is right here. Is 17 closest to 10 or 20? 20. That's what they have there. Okay. Now, here's 50. Okay. So 50 is going to be between what two numbers? Technically, it's going to be between 50 and 60. And here's 50 right here. Okay. 50 rounded to the nearest 10 is already rounded to the nearest 10 because there's a 0 in the ones place. So this is 50 right here. Okay. Now I have 51. So between what two 10s does 51 fall in between? 50, obviously. And what's on the other end? 60. 51 is right here. So is it closest to 50 or 60? 50. Say that again. So 51 rounding to the nearest tens is actually 50. Okay. 27. So 27 is between what two tens? 20 and 30. The middle is 25. So then it's 26, 27, and here's 27. Is it closest to 20 or 30? 30. So I write my answer there, okay?